Hi friends, my name is Resh and I'm the founder and chief visionary officer of Team Resh. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the pros and the cons of investing in the stock market. You see, many people always wonder, is investing in the stock market risky? Is investing in the stock market dangerous? Will I lose all my money? Many people have these questions and these worries and fears. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking to you about the pros and the cons of investing in the stock market, and you have to figure out whether investing in the stock market is for you. You see, my friends, there are many financial vehicles out there, right? You have the stock market, you have the forex market, you have the cryptocurrency market, you have the real estate market. There are all these different vehicles, but then again, every single one has its unique pros and cons, and you have to figure out whether it is for you. Very simply, number one, this is the first good thing about investing in the stock market. Anybody can start. As long as you're 18 years old and above, you can begin. In fact, if you're younger than 18 and you're watching this video, you can also start, right? And this is by having a joint account together with your parents, for example, right? And guess what? This is the best way to start with minimal capital. What do I mean by minimal capital? You can start with as little as $300 or $400. You see, my friends, for me, in my journey, I started investing in the stock market when I was only 18 years old, and all I had was $300. That's all I had to get started. And the only vehicle that I knew of which I could start with that little amount was the stock market. So my friends, if you have limited capital, then guess what? The stock market will be the best place for you. Alright? What is number two? Right. So the second pro of investing in the stock market is that it is very liquid. What do I mean by liquid? Liquid very simply means it flows like the water. It flows like the water. And hey, what do I mean by that? You can buy and you can sell very easily. Unlike other asset classes, the stock market can be bought and sold within minutes, within days, or within years, whatever you like. So there are people who actually day trade stocks. There are people who actually invest in stocks for maybe a few weeks or months. And there are some people who keep stocks for the long term, right? Who keep stocks for generations to come. So it's really dependent on your style, right? So it's very liquid. You can buy and sell anytime. You can keep it for as short or as long as you like. It gives you a lot of flexibility, right? What is the third pro? Right? The third pro of investing in the stock market very simply is this. It allows for easy diversification. You see, my friends, one of the most important things is diversification of your portfolio. And guess what? Through the stock market, you can easily diversify into different sectors, into different countries, and in many different asset classes. What do I mean? Look, in the stock market, you can go and buy commodity stocks, for example. You can go and buy gold ETFs, or you can go and buy healthcare stocks, or you can go and buy technology stocks. And just like that, you can diversify. And how much do you need to diversify? You need very little. With $500, you can diversify into 3 different sectors. You see, my friends, there is no other vehicle in the world that gives you as much flexibility, as much liquidity to be able to truly diversify a portfolio. And these are the pros of investing in the stock market, right? Well, it all sounds well and good, but come on now, Resh, tell me what are the cons of investing in the stock market? And right now, I'm going to tell you. Are you ready? These are the cons and the scary part about investing in the stock market. Let's go. Number one, you can lose everything. Yes, you can. You can lose everything. The maximum risk that you take in any investment in the stock market is the capital that you actually put in, right? And guess what? If a company goes bankrupt, then you can lose everything, right? Have there been solid companies that have gone bankrupt? Absolutely, right? Look at companies like AIG, for example. You know, you can look at companies like BlackBerry, for example. These were once giants, and people who bought their shares, you know, at the peak lost pretty much everything. Examples of companies like this all across the world. I don't care where you're tuning in from, in India, US, anywhere you're from, there are giants, have actually fallen. And if you're investing in these companies, you have lost everything, right? So it's possible. And see, if you do not diversify a portfolio, if you do not invest in, if you do not build a portfolio, you run the risk of losing everything. And this is where the danger comes in, right? So please diversify. That's number one. Number two, the cons of stock investing very simply is, simply because of the liquidity of the markets, prices can move rapidly. It can go up one day, it can go down one day, up one day and down one day, up one day and down one day. It is not for the faint-hearted. If you are worried, if you are scared, if you are somebody who cannot take the stress of prices moving up and down, then this might not be for you. Alright? It's not something that it's volatile. Right? So you've got to actually understand whether you can take the stress of prices moving up and down. It's exactly what it is. Alright, it's exactly what it is. And number three, the third con is this. Ultimately, truth be told, when investing in the stock market, there's nothing that you can control. Right? The only thing you can control is the amount of risk that you take. You can do your fundamental analysis, you can do every sort of analysis, for example. Whatever you want, fundamental, technical, you can do all sorts of analysis. But at the end of the day, you're not the owner, you're not the CEO, you're not the staff, it's just a stock that you invest in, right? So you have minimal control over that vehicle, right? This is unlike other financial vehicles where you have, a little bit more control. But this is a paper asset. You're investing in a company, right? Of course, some companies, great companies, no doubt, absolutely. But do you have control over what Amazon is going to do next month? Do you have control over what product Apple's going to be releasing? Do you have control? The answer, honestly, is no. Alright? So you've got to understand, by investing in the stock market, essentially you are letting good companies grow your money for you. But is there any guarantees that good companies will continue being good? The truth be told, there is no guarantee. Alright? So these are some things you've got to consider, and you've got to make a decision on whether the stock market is for you or it isn't for you. Alright? Like I mentioned, there are many vehicles out there. You've got to figure out what works and what does not work for you, my friends. Right? So I really hope you found this video useful. And right now, what I want you to do is, type down in the comment section what was your best lesson from this video. Right? Type down what was your best lesson from this video. In one line, what was your best lesson from this video. And most importantly, my friends, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates in this upcoming series. Thank you very much, my friends. Thank you, and I'll see you in our next video.